Hello and welcome back to Learn English with Be Global. My name is Kristen and I look forward to teaching you today. I wanted to talk to you a bit about learning English with music and by learning songs. So generally, music speaks to everyone. It is the one universal language. Music touches a part of your brain that other areas of language or just conversation or reading or watching television doesn't touch. And for that reason alone, by learning songs, you can help better your English as well. So let's start with the why. Why? Why use a song to learn English? So let's talk about some reasons why. Like I said, English and learning music in general, music is universal. That means that it spans the universe. We all hear the same thing. Whether or not there's lyrics, which are the words to a song, or if it's just music, classical music, only the instruments that we are hearing, everyone hears the same thing. And it makes everyone feel a bit different. But you don't need to speak a language to understand music and to be able to connect. So it connects emotions, or feelings. And whenever you can have fun with something and you can connect with it on an emotional level, you're going to learn in a different way than you may if you were only speaking or only studying a vocabulary list. When it's something that you emotionally connect with, you have a tendency to learn more and to understand more and to retain or remember those words because they're in a song that you can feel something about. Vocabulary. Learning songs is a great way to expand your vocabulary, to learn more words. Grammar. Now this one's a bit tricky. You want to be careful because many songs today aren't necessarily using the correct grammar. Some songs are using a lot of phrases or slang, which is both good and bad. So I would make sure when you're learning songs, it's going to help you know which verbs to put in front of which descriptions. It's going to help you understand how to format sentences, but the grammar may not be correct. So I would always check with a teacher to make sure that what you're saying is grammatically correct. However, for conversational English and for learning slang, songs are great. You can also pick up on the accent. Whether it is an English accent or an American accent, learning the song and listening to it over and over again is going to help you hear how those words are pronounced in a normal, everyday, this is how I speak. Now, of course, it's not quite the same as conversational. However, what's great about music is oftentimes, especially with a slow song, you can really hear what it is they're saying. And sometimes when you're having a conversation, that can be more difficult. So, the last thing I wanted to talk about is culture. You can learn so much about a culture through music, and that can be both good and bad. Typically, most songs tell a story, and in that story, you're going to learn more about the country that that music is coming from and the people that that music is coming from. So it gives you such a greater knowledge of the people, their phrases and their slang, their accents. It helps you with vocabulary, and music is universal. It's something we all know and love, and it's something we can all connect to. One of the most important things with learning English and using songs or music, do you know what it feels like to have a song stuck in your head? Maybe you hear it in the morning and then by the nighttime, you're still singing it. It is still stuck in your head. So imagine if you are to learn a song in English. and know it so well that that song gets stuck in your head. Those are words and phrases and vocabulary in the English language that is then going to be with you forever because you have emotionally connected to it and the song is stuck in your head. So when it's stuck, to say that something is stuck in your head, that means that it's going and playing in your mind over and over and over again, and you can't get rid of it. It's stuck there. It's all you hear. So now we've gone through the why. Why can we learn English by learning music? Now let's talk about how you can learn English through song and through music. How do we do that? One of the first things that we really need to focus on and pay attention to would be choosing the right song. It needs to be a song that is slow enough for you to understand, with a singer that speaks clearly, and hopefully is the kind of music that you like. That's going to be the best way to start out learning English, by listening to music. You want it to be something that you can understand, something that you enjoy listening to, and something that's going to really help you be able to learn English and not just misunderstand, or because it's going so fast, you don't know what they're saying. So make sure that you pick a genre or a type of music that you know you'll be able to enjoy listening to, and words that you will be able to understand. A great example is Louis Armstrong's What a Wonderful World. That is a great song. As just one example, it's nice and slow. You can understand what it is that he's saying, and he uses very simple sentence structures. So that might be a good one for you to start with if you're not sure. Now, after you've chosen the right song, you need to listen. And when I say listen, I don't mean to just put it on while you're doing something else. I mean, close your eyes, make sure there are no distractions, really listen to the song. Don't worry yet about what the words are or what it is that they're saying. Just take some time to listen, hear it, enjoy it, and let it just take over you. So that's the only thing that you're doing, is listening to that song. Then, once you've listened to it a couple of times for fun, and to enjoy just listening, you do want to start looking for words and phrases that you might know. So once you think you might know some words or some phrases, you want to write them down. So as you're listening to the song, start to think of the words that you hear that you know. It doesn't matter what word it is. It doesn't matter how many there are. Any word that you think you might know, go ahead and write it down and start making a list. I would also suggest that you write down the story. What is it about? Anything that you may get from the song that will help you understand what the song might be about. And it's okay if you're wrong. This is not a test. You write down the words that you know, and you write down the story or little parts of what you think the song may be about. Then, once you've chosen the right song, you've gotten into a real quiet place to listen to it with no other distractions. After that, you want to write down the words that you know, write down the story that you think it may be about. Then you want to go online and find the lyrics. The lyrics are the words to the song. So once you have the lyrics, then you're able to do both. You can actually listen to the song while you are reading the lyrics to help you understand it more. You can do both at the same time. The great thing about doing this also is that you're using all of your senses. You're listening, you're thinking about the words, you're writing them down, then you're reading while you're listening and you're writing. Doing all of those at the same time and doing it with something that you are connected to emotionally is going to help you learn so much more. And it's going to be so much more beneficial. So, once we've done that, then you want to take the lyrics and you want to write down any vocabulary words. So basically, you're creating a vocabulary list from those words that you didn't know that were in the song. So take your time to make that list of all of the vocabulary words that are in the song that you might not know. And some of them may be slang or phrases maybe you don't understand. So if that's the case, feel free to look it up so that you understand everything that the song is about and that you can have a list of words for you to quiz yourself on, something that you can test and then learn throughout the week. Maybe pick a different song every week. So, once we've gone through writing them down, we've grabbed the lyrics from the internet or wherever they may be for the song, and we've made our vocabulary list. What's the last thing we have to do? Sing the song. Now, for me, that would be the most fun part. I am not a singer, however, I do love to sing. So once you know the song, you can start singing it. And the beauty of it is you know all the words. You know all the phrases, you have them written out, and you understand it. So it's going to mean so much more to you to learn the song in English and be able to understand everything that it is telling you. I think that is the most exciting part, most definitely. So, this is how we learn English with songs. Now, how do we choose the songs? Which songs are best? I recommend that you use maybe pop music. Any music that is in the pop category usually is easy to understand. And you can find something that's slower that will help you more. Watch music videos. There are so many music videos online that you can watch that will show you. Some of them even have the lyrics attached to them on the bottom. But then that way you can also watch the song and listen to it. Another great idea for learning English through song is listening to the radio. And now the radio is so easy to get on the internet. There are apps that you can put on your phone and ways that you can listen to radio stations in every country all over the world to be able to practice that language. So you can find a radio station that's in the area that you want to be, and not only will you be able to learn English, but you will get more awareness as well into their culture, into their phrases and their slang, as well as their accents. Now the radio can be hard because they do speak very, very quickly, but it's still great for you to listen to. Maybe just put it on while you're cleaning the house. And maybe while you are listening to the radio, you will hear another song that you can go through this process with. Another great idea is children's shows. So Sesame Street. I know Sesame Street, typically almost everyone in every country has watched Sesame Street at some point. So if you can go online and find episodes of Sesame Street that are in English for you to practice, that will help. And they also have songs on Sesame Street and music. They have songs for children that are easier to understand. And they're made for people that are just learning the language, which is also you. And that can help. And last, but certainly not least, get creative. So, you've found some songs, you've listened to them, and you've gone through all of these 6 steps to help you improve your English. Why not write your own song? Maybe you have a list of vocabulary words that you're having a really hard time remembering. So you could put together your own phrases and your own words to create your own song that will then help you be able to understand music better, and it will help you learn English better. I hope that today's lesson has helped you. I know that I have truly enjoyed talking to you about music and about learning English by listening to songs. All you need to do is follow these steps with every song until you're singing it all the time and it's stuck in your head. It's a fun way to learn English and add to your list of studying throughout the week. I can't wait to talk to you again. Thank you so much for joining us here at Learn English with Be Global. Be sure to hit that like button. Feel free to share this video on your Facebook page and leave a comment if you want to say hi or if you have any questions. I can't wait to hear from you, and I will see you again very soon. Thank you so much.